Hey guys, A.D. Wheeler from the Explorographer.com and House Lightbender at the Arcanum. Today I thought I'd show you guys how to use Photoshop to clean up some distractions from your image in just a few easy steps. Alright, let's get started. So David Olson brought this image into his level 4 critique, and I loved it. I absolutely thought it was amazing, but I thought that there were a few distractions in the image that could easily be removed, and I did that for him, and he wanted a tutorial on how that went, so I thought I'd show everyone today. So the two distractions that I was talking about was this ledge that was sticking out over here on the left, and also this small triangle over here on the right. They tend to make our eyes bounce back and forth and really not follow the lines down to the center of this image. So I'm going to show you how to easily remove them. For the first one over here on the right, I'm going to do the easy one first. I use ContentAware Fill, and it's simply just choosing the marquee tool up here and drawing a marquee. Now I want to try to continue this line of bricks here up through, so I'm selecting right through the middle of that line. Now the way the ContentAware Fill tool works is it looks at the surrounding textures, so you really have to practice with this tool to get it to work properly. If I was to select too far down here, it probably wouldn't work properly. So I'm going to go ahead and select this and then right click in the center and choose Fill, and then make sure that it's on Content Aware up here in the drop down menu. And you can also use the target to target an area for the fill or a place to look for the fill, but I usually don't have to do that. The program will go ahead and do it. Then select OK. Takes just a few seconds, and you can see there it has done a really nice job of filling that area. Now you might have to do a little bit of touch up here and do it a couple of times just to make sure that it's nice and uniform and doesn't look like a fill. That's what we're going for. So it doesn't take too much though to get that to look like the wall just continues at the side. This side was a little bit more difficult, and I'm going to show you what I did over here. Essentially I can see that this wall continues down. So what I did is I selected this top part using the marquee tool again and giving myself plenty of room here, and basically selecting this entire area and then copying this all out. We're going to Control C here to copy, or Command C, and then Control V or Command V on the Mac. Okay, that made a copy of that corner, as you can see here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip this upside down. So we're going to do a vertical flip. And then I'm going to work it right back in to this part of the photo. Now you can see it doesn't fit exactly, but we're going to kind of make it fit in there by using the transform and the distort tool. Alright, once we have that selected, we can grab a hold of the handles here and bring them right down. It's very simple. You can see that kind of mixes it right in quite well. And then we're going to try to line this area up here at the top. Make sure that those lines kind of all mix together nicely as well. Now it's not going to be perfect, but we're going to make some adjustments. It's going to make it line right up for us. And sometimes you want to actually control the opacity of the layer to kind of see that you're filling in nicely. As you can see down here at the bottom, we kind of pulling this away, so we want to line that up, make sure those curves match. Alright, that looks pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. So I'll double click on that to set it. Bring our opacity back up here. There we go. Now it didn't fill in everything, but that's okay. We're going to blend this now using the erase tool and a small eraser brush with a soft edge. So we're going to set our hardness here over to 0. We're going to start with 300 pixels, and we're just going to kind of blend our edge here. Make sure that we open this up so you can still see the top of this. Okay, this edge here is not going to be perfect, and that's okay. We're going to come back to that. We're going to draw right down, right to the bottom, very simply with the eraser tool. Alright, so everything is good here. This is the block that continues up at the top, and that's okay. When we get done here, you'll see this is a very natural blend. Okay, so now we have just this area here that we need to fill in. I'm going to go ahead and Command or Control E to flatten this out. Now, there's two ways I can go about this. I can go ahead and try to use the ContentAware tool. This is a very tough fill, so I don't think that it'll work, but we'll try it. Let's see what happens. All right, select the area, fill, ContentAware, see what it does. Okay, not too bad, but not good enough. Need it to be perfect. All right, so to make it perfect, what I'm going to do is Command Control Z there to get rid of that. And I'm going to copy this area. I think the brightness is about the same. So we're going to go ahead and make another selection from our area that we like here. I'm going to make sure it's nice and wide because we're going to need all of it. All right. I'm going to Control or Command C and then Control and Command V again. That's going to cut and paste. All right, now we got this nice area cut out. This time I'm going to use the free transform because I'm just going to turn it and get it lined up to where it's close. Doesn't have to be perfect yet. We're going to make it perfect when we get there. I just adjusted my opacity down again just so I can kind of get an idea of where this is going to line up. We really only need the edge here and the bricks. So it's not quite what I need. It's not quite the right angle for this. So again, while I'm still there, I can go to Transform and Distort. You can see that I can kind of blend this down, which is nice. Make sure that these curvatures match each other. We really want that to sell it. So we need those curves to kind of match. All right, that looks pretty good. Going to double click there and bring my opacity back to full. All right, now instead of blending from this side, we're going to erase this side. We've already got that side done nicely, so we're just going to blend that in there to match. There you go. Looks pretty natural. And now, just need to blend in the bricks. Don't need to be very precise with this because we're fooling the eye here. It's an illusion. No one's going to know the difference. When you stand back, you're going to say, wow, it looks just like that's the way it was taken. All right. There we go. Looks pretty good blend right there. Now you can reduce the size of the brush and get down really tight here to these blocks. Draw them all in nicely, make them look nice and natural. Highly suggest that. But for the edit, there you go. And we ended up with an image that has a lot less distractions, and we can now enjoy this beautiful composition and this wonderful black and white photograph from David Olson. Thank you, David, for donating this photo and allowing me to use it in the tutorial. Hope you enjoyed this, guys, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much.